We welcome you back to another edition of the Feed Elite Athletic Podcast presented by John Roberts Toyota in Manchester, Tennessee. We ask you to please go see them. We are fortunate to be here in the athletic training room underneath Barton Athletic Center, and who better to interview than our athletic trainer, Laken Puckett. Laken, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. We also have a guest who is going to be speechless today. Can you kind of give us a background of who this is?
This is our buddy Frank. The kids named him probably 7 or 8 years ago, and he makes an appearance every once in a while when we have to show, where certain injuries are located. And he helps us get in the Halloween spirit.
He is a handsome fella. He's super pumped for October 31st, and we're thankful to have you. Any words? That's what we thought. All right, so Laken, you have been at the Webb School for how long?
This is year 9.
Year 9. So you've had a lot of experience with different athletes, different sports, different eras of injuries and things like that. But let's talk just strictly about the Webb School for a second. Tell us what makes you continuing to work for the Webb School and what makes it so unique.
I love, like you said, the uniqueness of Webb being a boarding school. We get a lot of student athletes in from a lot of different cultural backgrounds, different beliefs, different experiences. And as they come in here and spend time in the training room and I get to work with them, I get to learn a little bit about what life is like for them at home. So I think personally as an athletic trainer, it has helped me kind of be well-rounded and better myself, just hearing some of these other things from where all these kids
Absolutely.
come from.
And you get to form relationships. I'm sure that they still come back and talk about Miss Laken and talk about just how she helped their individual, not only their athletic career, but also in their life. So let's talk about your journey, though. So obviously it took probably a lot of education, a lot of practice to get to where you're at. Kind of talk to us about your career path.
Yeah, so I started as an athlete in high school. I played on the golf team and I cheered. And then I went on to cheer in college. And I always knew I wanted to do sports medicine to some extent. Then in my undergrad, we had to do internships. So when I was back home for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and summer break, I worked with one of the athletic trainers at a small NAIA college there, and I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
I knew immediately that's what I wanted to do. So I applied to grad school, went through an AT program, and just the more I got into it, it's just amazing that your office is a sports field.
Yeah.
And it's so fun to be on the sidelines and part of that journey and experience.
Right. And your 9 years here, like we said, you've gotten to work with so many different athletes, and the Webb School offers a diverse era where there's kids from other countries. There's kids from the Bahamas, China, Japan, Russia. Talk about what that's like. Is it hard? Is it easy to communicate with these kids from other countries about their health, or is it easy? Talk to us about that.
In the beginning, I found it difficult just trying to get, different ways to explain things because things are a little different.
Sure.
Medicine being different in the U.S. than it is in other countries. But kind of as we've gone along, I've actually gained a new appreciation for it. And it's kind of almost fun to figure out how you can make things for everyone. Yeah.
And talking about different athletes, you've gotten to work with an NBA player, Keon Johnson, who has had a successful college career, but still playing in the NBA. Talk to us about him. Did he have a different, we talk about professional athletes and them just being on another level. Was he different in the sense with you working on him one-on-one?
It was so fun to watch Keon grow up from early years when he was just starting to figure everything out until, watching him grow through his junior and senior year and then into college and then into the NBA and then him coming back. He's still the same kid that he always was and talks about how great Webb was for him.
Yeah.
So I enjoy being a part of that process.
Yeah. And so let's kind of shift gears a little bit. Nutrition. So you obviously preach to our kids eating right, drinking right, being hydrated. Can you kind of elaborate what you tell our kids and what you tell our student athletes to do and what to avoid in the sense of nutrition here?
Yeah, so kind of like you talked about a minute ago, those high-level athletes. I think that's really one thing that sets some of those high-level athletes apart.
Yeah.
Is that they're doing those things to take care of their body from the beginning, whether it's eating right, hydrating, realizing that what you do the day before a game is really what goes into the game, taking care of yourself, stretching, rolling, doing treatments when you need to, and then the day after, recovering and make sure you're refueling everything that you lost through your game or practice.
Absolutely. Mental health. So that's kind of been a big emphasis of, everyone plays a part in mental health. And I'm sure as an athletic trainer, you see these kids who get injured. You see these kids who are from other countries get injured. And it's hard on these kids mentally because they have so much in their minds thinking of they can't wait to play. And then they get hurt, and then in some cases, they're out for season. Talk to us about the importance of mental health when it comes to athletes.
I always say that's one of the things I love most about being an athletic trainer is you're there at the lowest of lows from the moment you unfortunately have to tell an athlete you're probably done for the season to the highest of highs when you've been battling rehab for months and they get to return to play and they have that first big goal or that first hit or that first big moment after they come back. And seeing just that entire journey is such a fun process. And I love being involved in that every step of the way.
No, that's great insight. And mental health is an important thing with these student athletes because everybody wants to be a pro, everybody wants to be a college athlete, but it's hard. It's hard. So that affects the mental side of things. So we've learned a lot about you. We've learned about your background, basically your career path here at the Webb School for 9 years. But we want a fun side. We want to get to really, really know you, and we're going to do a segment. But before we do that, we would like to tell our audience someone got engaged. So talk to us about that. That was a couple weeks ago at a Tennessee Titans game. Talk to us about the engagement.
So we went to the Titans game. We have season tickets. And he had all of our friends there at the tailgate before, and I didn't know that it was coming, so it was a nice surprise.
Yeah, that's great. Well, if you're behind the scenes, make sure you give a clap for Miss Laken Puckett for getting engaged. That's big time. We're happy for you. So we're going to go to our segment, This or That, and while we do the game, we're going to test you in the sense of we want you to tape a student athlete's foot and answer questions at the same time. Are you going to be able to do that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. This or That, presented by John Roberts Toyota. Let's see how she does. All right, Miss Laken, would you rather go on a vacation at the beach or at the mountains?
I grew up in the mountains, so I'm going to say the beach.
Okay. Do you prefer outdoor sports or indoor sports?
I'm going to go outdoor.
Outdoor? What are some of your favorite outdoor sports?
Baseball and football have always been my favorites.
Okay. Would you rather watch TV shows or movies?
Movies.
What are some of your favorite movies?
The Rookie is my all-time favorite movie, and then probably Facing the Giants and National Treasure.
So you're at a birthday party. Are you going to get cake first or are you going to get ice cream first?
If I'm at a party, I'll go ice cream. But the real winner would be birthday cake flavored ice cream.
Birthday cake flavor, so that's the go-to, huh? Country music or pop music?
Definitely country.
Who's some of your favorite country music artists?
I would go probably Morgan Wallen, Megan Maroney, and then the classic 90s country.
So like Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, George Strait, to the GOATs.
Yes.
All right. Do you prefer the summer or do you prefer the winter?
Definitely summer.
Summer. Last question, most important question of the day. If you could pick one professional team to root for, would it be the Tampa Bay Rays or the Tennessee Titans? Your two favorites.
I can only pick one. I'm going to go Tampa Bay Rays.
Tampa Bay Rays. Who's your favorite Tampa Bay Ray?
Got to go with the local, David Price.
David Price. Shout out to you, my man. We appreciate you again for joining us on the Feed Elite Athletic Podcast presented by John Roberts Toyota. And we ask you to please subscribe to our YouTube page and have a great day.